Hey everyone, it's Ian. For this month's food vlog, I'm going to show you how to make a michelada. If you're not sure what a michelada is a broad category of mixed beer drinks. They are generally like a Bloody Mary type of drink, but they can be all sorts of things. The traditional original michelada was literally just beer, lime juice, and salt. So you can do a lot with these, but for this month, I'm going to show you how to do a pretty classic one using clamato and some spices. For today's michelada, we'll be using the following ingredients. Hot sauce. I'm using Valentina Extra Hot, but you can use whatever hot sauce you like. Clamato, which is, well, clam juice and tomato juice mixed together. I love it, but if that doesn't sound up your alley, then feel free to just use regular tomato juice. Basic salt and pepper. A chunk of lemon. Tahini seasoning, which is dried chili flakes and lime juice and salt. Chamoy, which is like a, how would I describe it? Like a bitter, slightly sweet hot sauce. It's pretty popular down here. I'm in San Diego and definitely in Mexico. They use it a lot on things like fruit to add, a whole lot more flavor to it. It's really popular on mango. And Maggi Jugo is a brown seasoning sauce that's similar to soy or Worcestershire. It's made in the Netherlands. It's formulated slightly different in every part of the country. Again, it's very popular in Mexico. And a Corona Premier. First thing you want to do is get your glass ready. Just like a margarita, you want to give this a rim. You don't have to, obviously, but the presentation is nice. So just take a pint glass, get the rim with the chamoy, and then right in there. Looks nice. And that'll be really tasty to drink up with your beer. Next, we're going to start mixing up all the spices and good stuff that's not the beer. So first, grab that tahini again. Get a couple shakes of that in there. Then the chamoy. Probably about a tablespoon and a half of chamoy in there. Hot sauce to taste. I like these pretty spicy, so I'm going to go fairly heavy. Then the Maggi. Maggi is really strong, so you're only going to need a couple dashes of that. You don't want to go too crazy. And be careful. Every time I use this stuff, the cap sprays it everywhere. And then let's see. Get the lemon in there. A little bit of salt. If I can open it. Come on now. There we go. Pinch of habanero salt. Crack or two of black pepper. And then lastly, the clamato. You want to use about 4 ounces of it. I don't generally use as much as other people do, but a splash like that is generally going to be good. Once you've got all that in there, grab something to stir with, and mix it all up. So that I can try to keep everything blended pretty nicely without too much separation between the beer and everything else, the seasoning. I usually don't put the ice in until after I add a few ounces of beer. Give that a stir to get everything together. Then add a few ice cubes. Yes, I know beer with ice is a weird thing, but you want to keep these nice and cold. and then top it off. Give it one last little stir, and it is ready to be consumed. So that's that, a basic michelada. And yes, it turned out very good. If you are interested in trying one of these without getting all the ingredients to make them yourself first, they are becoming pretty popular in pre-made cans the size of this Corona. So Budweiser makes ones that are, despite not being a big fan of Budweiser, they're actually pretty decent. They do an extra lime one, an extra hot one, a regular one, and a Bud Light one, and those are all good. Modelo makes a couple that are good. They do one. They don't have the rights to Clamato, so they actually just use tomato juice. If you're afraid of the clam flavoring or it doesn't sound like something that would appeal to you, that's a good one to try. And they do have a very traditional just lemon and salt one that is really good. I would recommend that if you're a little nervous about all this stuff in your beer. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next month.